Hi guys, so I started doing what is going to be probably a very long reading, which is looking into all the players involved in the Kavanaugh nomination and Kavanaugh, Mark Judge, the victims, the Republicans, Trump, the Russians, everything, how they react to this whole thing, okay, to the investigation before, during, and after. But as I was doing that, then I realized, oh, sorry, because it's playing here, because I'm just going to 1 second here choose it to make it's compressing. So I know it takes so long, guys, to do all of this, the processing the video and all that, that I was like, let me go to the other reading, which is this, right? I feel like I know that if I knew that if I posted this now, you guys would be like, wait, so what's going to happen, right? Because almost like basically before the question is answered as to how they feel, we need to know what the investigation is going to find. Okay, so I'm going to do visions for this, guys, just because, right, I feel like I've done enough readings on Kavanaugh to understand exactly what it is that health problem. Yeah, yeah. And as I was watching, I had done that reading on the Kavanaugh situation, and I felt like the visions I did for that were so exactly what happened that I was like, you know, let me stick to visions for this, just because. Okay, so see, yeah, see, even just I did a 20-minute video, and it's saying here, it's gonna take, after I import everything, takes 10 minutes just to for this one's step. So it's a good thing that I'm doing on the other window. Anyway, so right now I wrote the questions about the FBI investigation. Okay, so 1, will it stick to 1 week? 2, what will it find? 3, what the results will be? How the Republic, you know what, I forgot one thing here. Because I need to ask, okay, then, okay, Republicans react, Democrats react, Kavanaugh reacts, outcome of his SCOTUS appointment, and then the FBI reaction, because will they charge him with anything? Because remember how I saw that I didn't think that necessarily the problem was going to be just the women, is that they're going to uncover a lot more. Action, will they find, will they charge him with anything related to this particular investigation? Okay, all right, so let's get started. Okay, so will the FBI investigation stick to this deadline of 1 week? Yeah, I think so. I saw Rosenstein, I saw Chris Ray really wanting to make it perfect, to make it exactly 1 week so that nothing can be refuted, right? Okay, and then what will it find? Okay, and guys, by the way, I have this, like I said, I have this other reading where I look into every person involved in this, so I don't necessarily want a lot of detail for this one. I just want to know the results. Okay, what will they find? Okay, well, okay, so what will they find? Okay, guys, so I found that this is interesting. Okay, so it's weird. I got this, like, I saw him at the Yale campus, and there was like this dark energy about him, like moving around, and there was a lot of women who had negative experiences with him, and that he was threatening. He had threatened some women, some of them who wanted to say something. I also saw, which I thought was very interesting, that they're going to go to the Yale health plan, and they're going to find, because on campus, this is the thing, there's this health services, right? So obviously whatever happens is listed there. So if you go to something happens, and I feel like he's been taken to the doctor there for several times for alcoholism or something like that. And I think some of the women were also treated. Okay, even though they didn't say, there is something where there's medical records, university medical records, that are going to support not just what the women said, but that are going to show that he was so severely intoxicated that he's had to go to the doctor. He was taken to the local, the Yale Health Services or whatever, several times for this, and that somebody wrote in his medical record, alcoholic problem, alcoholic issue, something like that. And the other thing I saw was that, I could be wrong, guys, but it's almost like there was this like underground male culture or whatever. There was also gambling started there too, and it showed that also it's like his way of, he wanted to test limits of what he could get away with. Like he felt like he's like, I'm entitled, I'm like this, I'm better, I'm this and all that. So in a way, it was like he knew he was like, I am the establishment, I am like this, like that. But I was like, I'm gonna be assertive, and this is part of like how it was handled. And it showed that women didn't like him, actually, that he had this, women spoke amongst themselves about him, and that there was just something really aggressive about him and threatening, and they could see in his eyes. Okay, and there were several women that they may talk to that they changed after something happened to them. They got depressed or whatever it was, and it was about this. And again, I feel like there's going to be medical records that are going to indicate some of this, which is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, all right. So then, as they're going to find that obviously he's lying, that on many instances the things he said to be true are not true. A, and then B, that the gambling, there's this thing, guys. For some reason they get to the money, and I don't know. This is the thing. Okay, I think they're obviously gonna do the investigations with all the people. They already are talking to the Yale president or whatever, to get all the stuff that they need for that time, and all the classmates and all the classes they took, all the stuff, so that they can contact the people there, okay, about this. And then it's also showing that for some reason they go up and get to his finances, and they're going to have there's going to be two levels of the investigation. First, which is they're obviously focusing on refuting or whatever, confirming whatever he may have said, and the other part goes into the finances, and they're going to see, because I think they were already investigating it for a different reason, because of the society. There's just something there, guys, where they, like I said, they're talking to Justice Kennedy. There's another investigation going on, and they may or may not, they may present it as a kind of a side, I don't know, because it's showing me that the whole thing, the focus is this, right, the women and all that, but this other stuff is the B level, okay, or the there's just something where, how is this going to be? Is this going to be presented at all? They're gonna present a story of the everything that happened to women, and how other women said something similar, and they're going to prove that several things that he said were lies, bottom line, and that a couple of the men who were friends with him or knew about it are going to crack and going to say what they knew. Okay, this guy Mark Judge may actually I don't know if he may go to jail. He's a shady character. Okay, and then it shows that at the very end they're going to say the FBI can offer further evidence of the consequences that this has carried on to currently, but this is not the point of this. In a weird way, they're going to make it known in this thing that they have more information, but they don't, it's not the point of this, but there's a way that they're going to bring it up without giving details. Does it make sense? So this is it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, the other question, will this be made public? I want to know. Okay. Will the entire report be made public? Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so then let's get to the Republican. I'm gonna leave the public question to the very end here. Okay. So how do Republicans react to what this report says? Okay. Guys, so interesting. The image I saw was quicksand. They're in quicksand. They're already like above their waist in quicksand. So they can't, before they could do something. By the time this comes out, they can't. It's like they're trying to do something, but they're sinking. They're already in quicksand, so they can't do much. Okay. Yeah, they want to fight, but this is it, guys. It's the same feeling that I had before. Like I said, there's something much bigger or something big that happens that they try to fight for their lives. And by the time this whole thing happens, it's like they have to let go of this guy because they can't. They only have so much energy. You know what I mean? It's like they're like, what? Wait, what? What? Okay, so then, you know what? Let's see, Trump. I didn't put Trump. Okay. So then, how do Democrats react once this, I guess, comes out? Okay. So interesting, guys. You know that Chariot of Fire thing? It's like the person who won a marathon. He like they're running fast. I won. Yeah, we won. So it's like the marathon. They won the marathon. It was a very, very long path, and they never gave up. It's like we won the marathon. Okay, so how does Kavanaugh react? He's happy. He's prince. He's entitled. He's entitled to information. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. How does Kavanaugh react to this? Guys, it's so interesting. I feel like I said before that he was gonna go on a bender, and I see him with his pajamas on. He's like, I'm gonna get them. You think that if they're going after me, I'm gonna show them. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna get them. So, guys, he's crazy. And by the time the news comes out, I think Mitch McConnell goes to him. He's like, whatever, you didn't do that shit. I don't know. And he's like falling, and then I see there's an ambulance, guys. And I was like, wait, what? Ambulance? And it shows him going to an ambulance, guys. Because I feel like it's severe alcoholic intoxication. I don't know if there's such a thing, but he's dirty, and he's like, his hair is kind of sticky, you know what I mean? He's been drinking so much. And the wife, I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like she has some sort of wound or like physical, I don't know if he hit her in a way that's visible, or that she's exhausted, and the kids, she's trying to hold it together for the kids. And it's weird, I see the mother going there, his mother going there, is like brushing her off, like, get out of my way, kind of thing. She's a horrible person, his mom, okay? So he's like, oh, clean yourself up, damn it. She's like trying to like get him. And so I almost see her kicking him. Like, I don't know. The mother is really shady, guys. Really. I'm not saying it's her fault necessarily. Like, he's happened to him. His mother is the fault. His mother raped Dr. Ford. She had dildo. I'm sorry, no. But you know what I mean? I'm just like, it's weird here. The darkness is a little strange. So guys, yeah, I kind of feel like he's drunk. He knew it was going to come up. And his mind, you know, he's such a crazy psychopath that he can't accept that it happened. You know what I mean? He can't really say, okay, I made a huge mistake. I miscalculated and maybe I should just withdraw. No, he doesn't. It's like like I said, he's created a double life or a double character. He's going to fight until the end to defend that the fiction that he created is real. Instead of saying, look, it's too much trouble. Why am I even wasting my time with this? I'm gonna, you know, so this is interesting. Okay, so then what is the outcome of his SCOTUS appointment? You know, I feel, guys, it's suspended. Okay, I think the voting they may have had, they're like, I think Mitch McConnell's like, we're not going to go through with this. It's going to be humiliating, and we don't want the television to get this live. So we're going to say suspended until further notice. Total, like, suspended until further notice. Okay? Nah, whatever, shut up. I don't want to know. I don't know, shut up. Like, he does not want to ask questions. They don't know what to do at this stage, and they don't know. They feel like it's now they're worried about how they're gonna, you know, what's gonna happen to them as a result of this. So guys, that's what I think. I think it made them, the voting itself may be suspended because they have to make a decision about this, and they feel like I'm not gonna. Some of them are like, I'm not gonna do this. There's no way I'm gonna vote for this. If this is true, okay, you can't refute this. Okay. So I think they suspended, and then nothing happened after that. Okay, this is what I think. Okay, I don't think, guys, I really don't. I don't feel it. I could be wrong, okay, but I don't feel like he's gonna be voted in. It just kind of fades. You know, this feeling I have here is that there's never really an ending, in the sense of like a formal ending, or withdrawal, or no, or yes. It kind of fades away. You know what I mean? It fades away as it's sort of like ghosted. A person Tinder ghosted. Where's my appointment? Ghosted. It's not a yes or no, it's a maybe. Yeah, it's ghosted. Ghosted. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel sad for him. I do. No. So, Kavanaugh, you have drinking problem? Yeah? Fuck you, asshole. Oh my god, can you imagine if people were going, fuck you, asshole? What the? Like, imagine, no, but it's not. I'm sure it's gonna happen to him after this, so. Okay, so. Okay, then, now this is interesting, guys. Let me ask this, the question of whether it's going to be made public, and then I'm going to ask about the FBI. What do they decide to do? Can they do something as an agency about this, okay? So, will this become public? Guys, I feel like it will. I feel like the Republicans don't want it to become public, but I see Dianne Feinstein like grabbing it and like wanting to make it public. And I think maybe also staffers and I don't know which office, younger women, I don't know, Democrats, I could even be Republicans, they leak the report to the press. I think it's possible. Like, I think it will be made public, because there's no way that the public's pressure on this is enormous. Okay, so yeah, I see big news articles explaining, you know, annotating what the report said. Okay, then what do the victims feel like? What does it feel like after? I see them, the same thing with remember I said before, they're like holding their hands together, like, you know, touching their hands, like, yes, we won, you know, we're validated. our experiences matter, because you're not alone. It's saying like it's never just one person. It's always it goes beyond. There's always more. Okay, interesting. Okay, so okay, and then okay, now this is an important question. So what will the FBI do after this? Will they charge him with anything? Okay, so it's saying here that the FBI is like, we could get this guy on perjury, obstruction of justice, and lying to the FBI. Okay, and witness tampering also. Wow. Okay, because, you know, threatening the people. Two or that guy Mark Judge, I see him on handcuffs, and another guy, two or three other people beyond Kavanaugh witness tampering. Okay, or trying to. There's a sense here that they're going to find out that there's specific people have contacted these women and threatened them. Okay, so knowingly, and there's more to it. These allegations were known before. Nobody really wanted to do anything about it. Okay, and that these women at their jobs, even they contacted people. They went all the way. Okay, all right. So. But anyway, so then what I see here, guys, is that I think citizens, like I said before, I don't know how the impeachment of a judge is going to happen, but I think they're going to try to impeach him as a judge because of all the lies, you know, all this stuff. And there's going to be more, guys. Like I said, you know, the problem for him is that once this is found to be true, then lawsuits can happen, auxiliary lawsuits, and then Mueller, I see Mueller here kind of seeing how this is gonna fold into the Russia investigation, okay? Because he knows. I see Mueller interviewing Kavanaugh about once. Oh my God! Once does they have a report here? You're special. Are you entitled? Did you study hard for your law school exam? But you forgot about law. You are so smart. When it comes to you, forget. Special, huh? So he's gonna be like, Kavanaugh, given that you have obstructed justice, committed perjury, you can be charged with witness tampering. He knows all the stuff he's done. Now he can go interview him and be like, bitch, tell us what you know about the conspiracy against the USA. We know. I'm gonna tell you who I'm talking to. I am talking to Justice Kennedy. I'm talking to Justice Kennedy's son. Oh yeah. So I know all about you. Do you think you're cute? Do you want to have a little tantrum over here? So anyway, so guys, so this is it. Okay, so I think he's gonna fold. Some of this is gonna fold into the Mueller investigation, and like I said, I think it's beginning of end. The Kavanaugh. Yeah. Guys, and I almost see there's going to be some sort of trial against him, and it sounds crazy, but it's almost possible that this woman, the wife, could testify against him because she wants divorce. I like cash. It's best if I go testify against him. Yeah, it's good for me. Take that, asshole. So anyway, that's that, guys. Very interesting. Okay. So like I said, guys, I feel like there's so much information here that I don't really want to do cards right now, just because I don't know, it's pure like this, you know, and I feel like cards would take hours just to go over all of these things. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop. Okay, bye. Hi guys, so actually after I finished the video and the video is being processed, I was like, whoa, I didn't ask, because I've already written the post. I'm just waiting for the video to finish. So I was like, wait, I didn't ask about Trump, what his reaction was going to be, so let me ask, okay? So what will Trump's reaction be once this report is done? Guys, it's interesting because I saw that he's like angry and everything, but he's looking in the other direction. He starts running to leave. He wants to leave the White House at the time. By the time this result is going to come out, I think he feels that this is his last ditch. He's like, this is a big thing for him. He feels that this could prevent him from going to jail or whatever. And once this doesn't happen, he gets up and he starts running towards what he thinks is an exit. But then the door shuts. Okay, so I feel like maybe, what kind of exit is it? Not just that he wants to leave, but he's looking for an exit out of the problems he's under. And he feels claustrophobic, meaning there's no way out of this, okay? And he knows it. So is he going to appoint someone else? He's going to try to fight this? Yeah, this is weird, guys. It's like he has totally the wrong... He makes the wrong decision, which is to fight. Like, it's your problem. It's like he's not... Instead of thinking, right, okay, let me think of who I should appoint next, he is in that mode of like, oh, it's your fault, it's Hillary, it's George Soros, yeah. So he doesn't understand that the times call for much more measured approaches, okay? And he's not able to do that because all he thinks about is a way out. And the way out is over. So he's starting to feel really claustrophobic and he can't get out of it. It's like constantly on his mind. So I don't believe that they're going to appoint someone else either. I just feel like it's gonna get to the point where he is going to fight until the end, I think, guys. Yeah. Because like I said, his mind is all about how can I get away from this, the legal problems I'm in. And I think, like I said, I know I keep saying this, but I do feel that something's going to come out that's going to be much bigger problem than Kavanaugh for all of them. So that's what I think, okay? All right, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to add to the video. Guys, so of course, as the video was processing, okay, the 2 videos I had done, and then I went to check Twitter. So, of course, there's new developments. The White House the White House wanted to limit the scope of the FBI investigation, okay? They do not want Julie Swetnick to be interviewed, and they don't want them to find out how much he drank. Like, come on, get real. So, in other words, she knows a lot. Okay, so let's see. I have a feeling before I close my eyes that the FBI will be like, really? Yeah? I wanted to have a house in Malibu, but I don't. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, don't you think? You don't need to be like, really? So, but let's see what's going to happen. Okay, they're really, there's a lot of things we want. We don't always get them. Don't you think it's sort of like, it's obvious. He's guilty. Hello. Okay, but let's see. Okay, so will Trump succeed? Because that's what they put out in the press. But will they succeed in limiting the investigation? No, because it's showing, guys, that it's like they're going to interview a lot of people. Like I said, you can't just so basically they are going to say he drank a lot. Be like, no, don't see that. Stop, because right, it's part of the story here. So no, the stuff about the alcohol is going to come out. Okay, and then that's one. And then 2, it shows that they're going to actually interview this woman. May have already interviewed her. Because they know that the reason why Trump is pointing at that direction. Okay, so yeah, so they are going to interview her, and they're going to decide at the end whether they're going to publish that or not. Okay, because obviously, if he's saying don't look into it, no, right? It's an admission of something, and I think there's more people who are going to come out and say that I saw it too. So it will get to a point where there's so much, you just can't limit, okay? So I think, no, I don't think, I think what they understand what they basically made a mistake in pointing the FBI to the direction where they should look. Right? But I feel like they can't be like, don't tell me about alcohol. They can't say that. Okay, because it's part of the story. And then B, they're going to talk to her, and more women are going to come out and have other events that they're going to describe. And they're not counting on the 2 men cracking. So in the end, I don't think that this story, it's enough to block, even if they try to block her, and even if they hold on to, this is the other thing, guys, if they have this up on their sleeve, once they have this information and they know he's lying, so, you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of lying here. So no, it's not going to affect, the answer is no, it's not going to affect the investigation majorly. All right? Okay.